to our channel. Today's a food video. I'm gonna give you all the update on the food stuff. But first, Belle, can you believe this? She is about to be 16 years old. Her sweet 16. Aww. Everybody says, aww. So today is, when's your birthday? It's like a week, 2 weeks. It's like just less than 2 weeks away, but this was the best day for her to do her party in our house. Everybody gets like a friend's party at 10 and 16, and we let her just decide what she wanted to do, and she wanted to have a small party with just a few close friends, and they're going out to do some fun things today. So this is 3 of them, and they're going to pick up a couple more, and then yeah, they're going to an escape room downtown and then walking to a restaurant to eat dinner. So they're gonna have so much fun together. No parents allowed, apparently, I guess. They all giggle. This puppy loves Lily so much. Look at her falling asleep in her arms. Aww. She really likes Lily. She runs away from our house to Lily. We are in week 3 of freezer challenge. This is hair washing day too. My least favorite hair day of the week by far. And I just washed it a little bit ago, so it's still real wet. You don't care about that. We are trying to do a low spend month and just buy as little groceries as possible to get away with the month, just to eat some out of our freezer, make sure we don't have any food that's been sitting around too long going bad. Eat a little out of our pantry. It's just good to do a low spend month once in a while. I love it. It's awesome. I think I'm a bit cheap by nature and I love the chance to just like challenge myself in how we can eat what we have already and not spend much once in a while. I also do it in a way that it's not gonna cost us a lot more next month, so I make sure we're not running out of things that we need. We're well stocked right now, so it's worked out great. This month I think we'll really see the difference. I had a very small list. I actually sent Judah to buy what I needed because I have a lot going on. I'm leaving town tomorrow from church, so I'm kind of leaving town early in the morning when we go to church. I leave from church to go to the airport, and I will be in Florida for a week at my parents' house. We're working on a special project that I'll tell you more about when I get there, but I have spent the day today preparing some food to make it easier for the kids. Judah and Luka are actually working every day. They're working a lot, which is great for them. They love it. Joe's working with them too. And it does mean less help at home. Solo will be home a lot next week. He's gonna make sure he is home a lot next week, but Belle will also pick up some of the slack. So she'll be around, and she likes doing food and meals. So I've kind of planned out with her what everybody could eat that's very simple and easy, so it's not anything stressful on anyone that's here with the kids. She and I were preparing some food this morning. She didn't do much, but she did a little and helped me plan. And that Judah did the grocery run for me. So I'll kind of show you what we have planned and what we made so far. And then I'll show you what we spent in our total so far for the month. Our normal grocery budget, I think I've said it a million times. We try to spend $1,300 a month or less. That includes household products, diapers, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to come in way lower than that. As of last week, I think my total, if I remember correctly, was $568. We're doing good so far for 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, could be better. And I haven't found out yet from Judah what he spent. So I'm gonna find that out and get back to you. The list I sent for Judah, he already put them away, bless his heart. But I'll go find them, is nectarines. As you can see, they devoured almost a whole bag so far. It looks like someone took a few bites out of that one. That was probably Destiny. So we got 2 bags of nectarines. We still have some fruit left over, and then they can also use frozen fruit. I know they're planning on smoothies and things. And before I forget, I'll just show you, Belle made some banana bread today, so that will be for tomorrow. I made a bunch of granola and yogurt. That is such an easy breakfast. We put smoothies in on Wednesday, but otherwise we're just doing yogurt and granola every day, and then alternating sandwiches or roll-ups, which is basically a sandwich on a tortilla. So that's lunch every day. That'll be easy. And then we made mac and cheese last week when we were camping for lunch one day, and the kids loved it. Just some whole wheat noodles with Velveeta cheese and a little milk. Do you think that's any healthier than the box mac and cheese? I hope a little bit, but it definitely fills them up, and they really liked it. I had 1 block of Velveeta cheese left, so they're gonna do that one night. This week is unique because it's fasting and prayer week. Solo won't be eating at all, so he won't be eating dinner, so I just was able to think about what the kids actually like. I won't be here either. And what is very easy that they can make and they like. That's why I had the mac and cheese and then the waffles and eggs one night. And then Mexican casserole, I hope to make that up today so that they just stick that in the oven on Wednesday. Solo usually breaks his fast after our prayer meeting Wednesday evening. So he'll eat with that with them. Grilled chicken and salad. So Judah picked up some chicken that Solo can put on the grill. And I have some pre-made salads from last week that aren't all gone, so they'll definitely be able to use those. They last a long time because I'm putting that piece of paper towel on the top of it. I showed it in my last video of food prep, so last Saturday. And then dengu is a Kenyan dish that's really easy to make. We actually have the beans already made and frozen, so we pulled those out and he will cook that. It will be really easy. I arrive home Friday afternoon, early afternoon, but I'm assuming that I will be very tired, and he told me he has no problem cooking dinner that night too. Dengu is mung beans, and these are the beans that were pre-cooked. By the way, this salsa I bought last week, oh my word, I love it. It's not quite as good as homemade pico de gallo, but it definitely gives you the flavor of it. It's so good. If you're in Sam's Club and you love pico de gallo, you should try this out just for an easy fix. As you can see, in a week, we ate most of it. It's good on eggs, it's good on salads, it's good on everything. Back to what we bought for groceries. We have plenty of butter, plenty of sour cream. He bought 8 gallons of milk for me. This block cheese again, we'll need that for the Mexican casserole. And this sliced cheese, a lot of sandwiches are happening at my house with all these boys working. They're making sandwiches a lot, and we're gonna keep doing it for all the kids this week. We still have some lettuce left, and we bought a bag of string cheese for snacks. These two are helping me so much. I had a huge pile of dishes to be washed, which is Belle's job normally, but she has been busy today and very distracted. And these guys saved the day. Thank you, Tori and Micah. I don't know what happens at your house, but the day before I leave town, or we all leave town, is always can be a little on the stressful side. So it helps me that they're relieving a little bit of my stress. I just have a lot on my list that I want to get done. Basically prepping the food, finishing up some videos, editing, and getting all the laundry done in the house. And that's a task. You wouldn't think that that would be that much. It's a lot. I came out to my garage to show you one more thing, and I just realized we're getting very low on eggs. See, this is why I shop once a month, people. When I do every week, some days I'm distracted. When I do it once a month, I make sure I plan on a day that I'm not distracted. I don't like running back to stores, but we do have actually enough eggs for that one meal. Maybe not. It'll probably just make the waffles. They might not need eggs, but they may have to run to the store for eggs. The good thing is Solo has another driver. Okay, last thing he got was these chicken thighs. That's what, in fact, I don't want them in this freezer. That is what Solo will grill. Chicken thighs are so good on the grill. Drumsticks and thighs. So I'm sticking that in the fridge for them. Now, we picked, remember I told you I was trying to, my freezer won't let me open it now. I was trying to get my middle freezer ready for a half a cow that we had committed to when we were committing to everybody's cows because we couldn't find one for so long. Solo went and picked it up today, this morning. He's in Kansas, so it was a little drive. But this guy, this farmer supplies to steak restaurants in Omaha, I guess. It's supposed to be really good. So we're anxious to try it. It was a small cow and half of a small cow, so it didn't take up too much space. We actually were able to fit it in just fine. But I'll show you what our freezer looks like now, both of them. We don't have any chicken in these freezers. I just took the chicken out. But now this middle freezer is full of ground beef and some homemade bread that I've got stocked up. These are big, I don't know, roasts and steaks or whatever. We still have some frozen veggies around here. This is cauliflower rice and zucchini spirals. We've got a lot of frozen fruit. We've been eating some of the frozen vegetables, but we still have some left, which is fine. And oh, something leaked here. Looks like strawberries. That's gross. Sorry you had to see that. Everything else, it's just frozen fruits and vegetables down there. So it's good we made some room for all of that. And then here's from the big cow, the other freezer. So lots of beef. I mean, a lifetime of beef here. It does seem like that, but for all of us, it's a year of beef. When you have beef and frozen veggies, as long as you remember to thaw something and you have time to cook it, you can always have a meal, a good healthy meal, if you consider beef healthy. Today, oh, I forgot to cover that. What was I thinking? I'm making 4 loaves of bread here. I made 4 here. I made 4 trays of granola. That will be for the week. I made a huge batch of yogurt yesterday, We've eaten out of some of it today, and that will help a lot. These guys are still growing on my dishes here. I also made a lot of flour for Belle, so she doesn't have to pull, oops, I forgot to shake it down first. So, but she won't have to pull out the Nutrimilk to make waffles. So I'm just gonna put this flour in the freezer. Helps maintain nutritional value when we freeze it right away. I have really liked having this Nutrimilk. This was a purchase we made when we were doing 1 ingredient foods, and we buy the wheat berries. And I've learned a whole lot since January, but we buy the wheat berries. Hard white wheat is what we make our bread with and waffles, that kind of thing. I think even the banana bread. And then we buy soft white wheat as well for some other baking. But it's been really good. About once a week we pull this out on the day I'm making bread, and then I always have a little extra ground that goes in the freezer for what the kids need for the week for baking their things. I'm really happy with the purchase. I think the wheat berries are better for storing long term. Don't quote me on that, but they are definitely cheaper. The way I'm buying them through Azure Standard, they're cheaper, they're organic, it's very healthy. I'm keeping all the nutrients from the flour, none of it's being taken out or being lost over time. I really liked it, guys. There has been a learning curve because the flour is different. It's definitely different in the way it reacts, but I'm learning. We're all learning. Belle's learning the baking. I'm learning the stuff that I do, like the breads and stuff she's learning about cookies and how to adjust for that kind of thing. And these are my 2 bread makers that do all my work for me. The reason I just do it once a week is because you do have to like rinse off the parts and stuff. So pull it out, do all the things we need, rinse it all out, put it away for the week, and it's just become an easy routine for us. There may be a couple of times where we wanted to bake things in the last 6 months where we didn't have flour ready, and it seemed like a pain to bring it out, but it almost never is, and we've learned to keep a good stock in our freezer, a good bag of each one that gets used regularly as well, of each kind of flour, that is. Whew, I'm out of breath. I mean, I worked out today. I have energy, that's good. I worked out for an hour. Just talking to you makes me out of breath. Judah finally found the receipt. It's $74. So $568 plus 74 is $652, something like that. So that is really awesome. Half of my grocery budget spent, and we're 3 weeks into the month. Yay, very happy about that. We only have 1 week left to go of the shopping. And I really don't think, I have a lot of eggs in this fridge, so I think they'll be fine with eggs. I pulled out black beans for the Mexican casserole, and I don't have enough salsa. Forgot to check that too, I am losing my mind. I did pull out ground beef because that's normally a vegetarian meal for us. Oh, that popsicle's leaking. Here.
Can you cut this?
Oh, it's leaking from both sides? Oh, let's just get a new one. We got a disaster here happening. Thank you, Micah. Just for getting that.
New pot.
I thought you were just gonna clean it up for me. Hope, let's get you a new one.
A new popsicle.
Okay. Pick out another.
Mom, I don't want these kind of popsicles. Like every kind of popsicle. Like red and blue and...
That's what we got here.
And white.
You just had a red one.
I'll have...
Hey, what should I do this?
Okay, I pulled out black beans. I have some frozen rice there. Pulled out ground beef, so they'll make some Mexican on that night. Okay, so not quite what I had planned, but I know with the black beans, the brown rice, and the ground beef, and I have a lot of tomatoes. We have peppers coming from the garden. We have onions. Look at these big peppers. I know out of those ingredients, Solo can make magic happen in very little time. So even after church, or you know, he might just pick up some food, which he does sometimes when he's in charge. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I want to take more off my plate and not add more onto my plate. I'll make sure I put salsa on my list so that we have it for next week. And still out of breath. Oh, I was gonna tell you, we are getting a lot of stuff coming out of our garden now. So Solo told me to go ahead and stop buying lettuce and probably tomatoes as well now. So I'm really happy about that. All the kids are coming in to watch a movie. It's kind of raining outside. They were gonna swim, but it's raining. And Judah's emptying the dishwasher behind me. Oh, is this chaotic today? I don't know, this is our real life. Our real life is sometimes loud and chaotic. But I'm glad I was able to get a few easy things ready for them. All right, so check back next week to see the end of our month of trying to low spend and see how it went. I mean, we're eating pretty good this month. It's going well. I would love it if I was able to save like a good $500 total. We'll see. I might not need much next week too, so. All right guys, thanks for watching today. I gotta check up on those girls. I sent Belle with my phone. She doesn't have a phone, and none of her friends, I don't think, maybe one has a phone, but the one that's leaving early. So I sent her with my phone. I want to check up on them. So they were told to stay in a tight group. Don't separate. I'm not worried about them at all. They're gonna have so much fun. I asked them, and especially Belle, but especially some of her friends, take pictures. Use the one phone I sent you and take a lot of pictures. They're gonna have such a good time, I'm sure. Solo made a great dinner tonight. It's pilau, which is a Kenyan meal that is beef, and it's tomato based with white rice. It's yummy. The kids love it. They ate a lot. Thanks for cooking. And when I went and picked up the girls, he bathed everybody. Everybody smells good, looks good, ready for bed.
Yeah. This is a puppet.
Oh yeah, wow.
I made it.
Was it wild in here for this last hour?
No, it wasn't too bad. It was loud.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tomorrow we're gonna go to church.
Tomorrow's church, that's right, church.
And we can go to our class. And we can do octopus.
That's right.
And we can
So I picked them up, and they were a lot of giggles and a lot of fun.
You made a mistake of drinking sugar.
Yes. We had told her to take her friends, like to walk to a nearby restaurant. I tried to encourage her to go somewhere where there was like waiters to sit down. Ended up at Panda Express.
So it was between, so we went to Panda Express, and then all of a sudden we were like, do we want Panda Express? There's like a Wendy's there, we're like, that's a little too shady of a Wendy's to go into. And so then we're like, Chipotle. Then no one was really.
It was only chain restaurants right around you, huh?
Yeah. Which I mean was what we wanted.
Oh.
We walked all the way down to,
Okay.
we walked all the way down to find chain restaurants.
Oh.
So we ended up going to Panda Express.
Gotcha.
It was good.
So then when she called and told me where they ended up, I'm like, well, if you want, go get dessert too. So they went over to Arby's and got
so we went to
milkshakes.
another chain restaurant.
Anyway, I picked them up. They were all aflutter, all giggles. Did you have a good time?
Yes, and we escaped with like 10 minutes to spare. So it was fun.
Smart people right there.
So Escape Lincoln is actually it was a really cool room.
Oh, good.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Happy early 16th birthday.
Thank you.